Yo, what's up everyone, Kevin here. In this video, I want to share with you the very beginner steps for your first turns. So starting off, we're entering the beginner zone. If you can find the easiest part of the hill, like the bunny slope to practice, that's where you want to start. Let's jump right into it with what I'm doing right now, which is sliding on your heels. If you're able to slide on your heels with your knees bent, hips bent, back straight, and hands over top of your board, this is like the first step to being able to stop and control your speed. As I'm sliding, I'm just keeping my toes up a little bit out of the snow. The more you can lift your toes, the slower you'll go, and the more you let your toes get close to the snow, the faster. When you're first starting out, you can just play around with this a little bit, feeling out your heel edge sliding and keeping that toe edge up. If you put your toe edge down, you're gonna catch that edge and it's gonna pull you forward. Keep your toes up and master the heel sliding. Next, you want to practice the toe sliding. And toe sliding is same as heel sliding except opposite. Now you're sliding on your toes and keeping your heels up out of the snow. As I'm doing this, I'm pushing my knees forward into the snow. That's helping to keep that heel edge up. And I'm also just looking back and forth so that I can slide and look in the direction that I'm sliding. Basically, whichever way you're looking is the way that you're gonna slide. So if I'm going to the right and I feel like I'm going too fast, what you can do is you can look up to the top of the slope. That'll help you to stop. And then you can start to look in the other direction. But this whole time, I'm trying to keep my heels up out of the snow. The more I dig in my toes, the slower I'll go. The more I let them get close to the snow, the faster. And then if they dig into the snow, that's when I'm gonna catch an edge. Now back onto the heels sliding, and once you're a bit more confident, you can start to go back and forth on your heels. And on your heels, the way you go back and forth is by pointing and looking in the direction you wanna go. Then when you wanna change directions, you just point and look in that other direction. So as I'm going down, I'm practicing just going back and forth on my heels, keeping my toes up. And again, if I'm going too fast in one direction, I can just turn my body to face the bottom and slow myself down. Being able to go back and forth is a really important skill because this is what eventually you're going to be doing when you start to turn. So now that you can do your heels slide back and forth, toes slide back and forth, you can start to do your first turns. And the only thing you're adding in to do a turn is letting the front of your snowboard, which in my case is my right foot, I'm letting my right foot start to go down the hill first, let my board go straight and flat, and then get onto my new edge, onto that heel edge. This is difficult to start. You can get somebody to hold your hand when you're first starting out, but as a beginner, you can just start off really slow on your heels. To make your front foot go straight, you want to lean onto that foot, point straight down the hill, and then get onto that new edge. This really mellow slope is the perfect place to practice this because I'm not picking up too much speed when I'm going straight. Let's do one more. So I'm sliding on my toes. I'm gonna let my board go straight and flat and then engage the heel edge to come to a stop. Awesome guys, if you have any beginner questions, hit me up down below in the comments. I'll put links to all my gear below in the description. I'll catch you guys in the next video soon.